Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your angel and spirit guide message reading for you for money and career. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. Now before I dive into the reading, I just want to say that these readings are coming from a place of love, light, and positivity to build us up and to raise our energy vibration instead of pushing us down, lowering our energy vibration, making us feel more scared, more apprehensive, and worse about ourselves and the situations that we are in the state of the world, because there is more than enough out there to make us feel absolutely desolate of self. So this is to raise us up. All right, and to follow the love and the light of our angels, of our spirit guides, to guide us to something greater and something more, our true path. Okay, now with that said, let's get started. I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also your totem animals for this time. Now, if you see these animals in the wild or you see an image of these animals, this is really your angels and your spirit guides, Gemini, tapping you on the shoulder saying, remember this message. So angel and spirit guide message for Gemini, money and career. Angel and spirit guide message for Gemini, money and career. Angel and spirit guide message for Gemini, money and career. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have the antelope spirit, which says life is speeding up. And then we have the nightingale spirit, which says love is all around you. So during this time, life is speeding up. Things are speeding up. So if you felt stagnant or stuck, things are moving forward. If you felt like life was on a roller coaster ride, things are going to get a bit more intense. But love is all around you. Your angels, your spirit guides, divinity is a part of you. And following the music of your soul, following the passion of yourself, you are going to find you move forward. Angel and spirit guide message for Gemini, money and career. Oh, and these are, of course, your chakra cards. Angel and spirit guide message for Gemini, money and career. Angel and spirit guide message for Gemini, money and career. Show us clearly, show us clearly, show us clearly, show me clearly. This one. Relationship. And these two that came with it. A relationship with your life path. That's intense. And play. That's important. So you have your sacral chakra, your throat chakra, and your heart chakra shining through. Angel and spirit guide message for Gemini. Money and career. Angel and spirit guide message for Gemini. Excuse me. Money and career. Angel and spirit guide message for Gemini. Money and career. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So at the heart of everything, we have the Fool. Oh, I love that. I love that. You are then crowned by the Emperor, strong Aries presence, a time frame March 21st to April 19th. Wow. Okay, then we have the Magician, the Three of Coins, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, which you are definitely taking because you have the Magician right here. And you have the Knight of Wands, a fire sign energy, and Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. So strong Aries presence. You have you and an Aries. I mean, oh my gosh, okay. The Two of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Oh, the Page of Wands. There we go. I was like, wait a minute. I already said that. Okay. Be prepared. Things are intense. I mean, seriously, be prepared because you are harnessing a power. You are harnessing a power that you didn't think you had. You are starting a new journey. You are also finding your hero self. You are looking at things more honestly, more deeply. You're moving forward. You are open to a transformation of spirit, of soul, of what you desire. And there is a healing coming to you that you collaborate with others. There's three. So there's you, there's your angels, and your spirit guides. So there's three of you here collaborating, working together, building, discovering, to move you forward towards love. Love is your main goal. You have the minor arcana lovers card, you have the major arcana lovers card, which represents yourself. Gemini time period is, of course, May 21st to June 20th. And this is a time where, with work, you will not be held back. Even if you are going through a desolation, even if you are, having to look at things in a new way, having to start a new journey, you will not be held back. And that is one of the main things to take away from this reading. So if you are doubting, if you are fearing, you need to know that there's an emperor's strength to you that is powerful, it is dedicated, it is determined, and that is moving forward your spirit to something great, something so much more. It can also be that you work very well with an Aries energy, somebody who is focused, somebody who is driven, somebody who is like, there's just a laser focus. Now, this could be you, this could be somebody else. I am seeing it as you, but it can be also somebody else coming into your sphere of being that has a very strong impact on you. Life is speeding up. It most definitely is. It's kind of like ready or not, here it comes. So understand this and what you're going to want to do, because you have love shining through so impactfully and importantly here in the reading. You want to embrace the love that is surrounding you, the love from your angels, the love from your spirit guides, but also the love that you have for yourself. Now, there's a shift here, because when I speak of love for ourselves, I was taught personally, self-praise stinks, and, oh, I love me so much, who do you love? Those were sayings I grew up with. And so you might have this aversion to self-love. You might think, oh my gosh, or expressing it. You might think, oh, well, that's rather braggadocious, and I don't want to be that way. Or you might be on the other end of the spectrum and just think, okay, I have to tell everybody how great I am all the time, because that is going to build it. That's going to affirm it within my life. You need to be right in the middle. You need to move forward in the power, the essence of your heart, your soul, yourself. By embracing love, you're embracing your emotional truth. And by embracing your emotional truth, you are looking at your heart. And that's important, because we are emotional beings. And as you look at your heart, you are going to see what has been holding you back, what has been singing to a narrative in your life that you don't want anymore, what has been defining you, hurting you, pulling you down. And now it's time to rise. It is. And life is speeding up for this. With your chakra message, the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is where we hold negativity from this life and from past lives. And so this makes it, in my opinion, a highly powerful chakra. A highly powerful chakra. And so here, when we're looking at what we desire, what we want, what we need, all right, and we're talking about ourselves, it's kind of like step back. What are you bringing to the table? How is your relationship with the masculine and feminine aspect of yourself? Can you have quote-unquote masculine traits and feminine traits living in harmony with yourself? Do you know what harmony is with yourself? Because that's also a big one. How do I move forward? How do I build the relationships at work? Are you in the right place? Are you building towards something more, towards a shift? Have you seen the true colors of people? And now need to have the relationship with you and what you desire that is going to change the narrative of your story and change the existence that you are walking in. And the sacral chakra, it's not an easy chakra to embrace. What I'm seeing is there's a channeling of it, and there's a dredging up of the despair, the despondency, either that you've inherited through your line, like, oh, we always have to struggle. We'll always get the raw deal. It's always harder for us. And it's always harder for us. Is that part of your narrative? Did you watch your parents struggle with money? Was there never enough? And so now, do you feel like you have to hold on to it? Or else it'll just evaporate away like smoke? What is your relationship? Because you're supposed to be in love. You're supposed to be in love with your life. And it's not, so it's not the eros love. It's not. It is the agape love. So in Greek, there is the eros love, which is that erotic love. It's actually where the word erotica stems from. And it is that erotic, all-consuming love, which sounds odd to be saying in a money and career reading. But we like the highs. It's kind of like, a sexual high. When you go for the hunt and you get things done and you're succeeding and you're achieving, it's a high. It feeds off of the endorphins. And so here, you're looking at things And it's moving into the agape love. So you have the familial love, which is the love of family. You have the agape love, which is the love that you see couples that have been together and who like each other for a really long time have. And it's just a sweet, calm patience. And that is what you need with yourself, a sweet, calm patience. Because you're going through it. And this has been a time where, my goodness, we have been through it. I mean, I didn't even know what the word furloughed meant until this happened. And so people are being furloughed and people are being, laid off and things are closing and the whole world stopped. And here, you're looking at your life path. And you're actually, during this time, you are speaking truth. If you speak the truth of what you want and what you desire and really rip it down to the core of yourself, so it almost makes you feel vulnerable when you say it to you. And you're climbing the steps with your throat chakra here. You are speaking your life's purpose into existence. And as you do so, do not forget the joy of your heart. Do not forget to play. Do not forget to let love and light and power and prosperity come in. Because it's something beautiful that is leading you forward. And it's like, yes, now's the time to embrace it. Now's the time to see it. Because you're on the fool's journey. And you might be sitting there and saying, Dean, I have been such a fool with my work. I have been such a fool with my finances. I have been such a fool. And we always put this on our shoulders, right? I've been a fool. And as much as we live in a world that is obsessed with instant gratification, there's also instant mortification that we take onto ourselves. And the sense of, I'm a failure, I'm not good enough, look at everybody else, they're so happy. We don't understand that they're going through their own thing. We see the struggles, the strifes, the disappointments that we're going through. And so here with the Fool, it's seeing that you are on a journey. And yes, you might think yourself foolish, but every single step that we are at, every single step that you take leads you towards your life purpose, leads you towards the reason why you are here on this earthly plane. And at times you are going to feel like a fool. But what is a hero before a hero is a hero? A hero is a fool, a dreamer, somebody who thinks their skill is so beyond everybody else's that it makes them just absolutely unstoppable. And so here with this fool's journey, what you are doing is you are embarking on your hero's tale. When it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, it's kind of like stay strong because better things are yet to come. And then we have the Two of Cups, the Minor Arcana Lover's card. Here it is embracing a dream world. It is a child and their mother, coming together, or their caregiver coming together. And it's like wonder awaits. Wonder awaits. Open your heart to it. Don't close your heart, because it's going to be very easy during this time to close your heart and say, what, dreams are for somebody else. This is all nonsense. I was made to suffer. And yes, human life, as unpopular as it is to say, human life is about suffering. In Buddhism, they say life is about suffering. Christ in Christianity is depicted as nailed to a cross. That is suffering. Despair, hardship, pain, 40 years lost in the desert. We see these pains shown again and again. And here it is saying that yes, this journey is painful, but it can also be beautiful. And it can also be more than you ever expected, because here, koi fish, or it looks, or fish, just prosperity, bounty, beauty, wonder, new beginnings, luck, flying your way. And I love your crown. I mean, your crown is amazing because you have the Emperor. Look at that. Okay. So, Roman numerals, right? I and then V, V and then I. So, I actually think, and what the angels just said to me right now, is that all Geminis look for the Aries strength within them. And that I think is true. Speaking as a Gemini myself in tropical astrology, speaking as, just a person who seeks, which is so much of what a Gemini is. You are looking not just for love, because love is important, but, you read write-ups about Geminis, and sometimes you sit there and you go, well, that's rude. And they say about flitzing and, everything like that. But you're looking for the strength. And you need to fall in love with the strength of you, the tyrant or the benevolent ruler. You have that power inside of you, Gemini. And this is what I'm seeing here. You have the Aries energy, again, time frame March 21st to April 19th. Gemini time frame May 21st to June 20th. Claiming your power, knowing what you want, where you want to stand, what you stand for. Having hardships and pains strip you bare to step into a hero's role, a leader's role, an emperor's role. And you have love. Love that strengthens or love that separates. Love that brings us closer to our hearts, our desires, our souls, and ourselves. Love that shatters us, that brings us bitterness and despair. And when it comes to your finances and your career, what you are really looking at here is the bare bones of yourself. And there's a decision. Do I fight? Or do I say somebody else will fight for me? The results will be very different. And it's not fighting. It's not sitting there and saying every day is going to be a battle. But it's standing up tall, taking up space, speaking with confidence and a surety. Trying to only speak your truth. And sometimes that's hard, because sometimes we don't know what our truth is. But it is moving forward like an emperor, towards your goals, towards your prosperity, towards your bounty. You have it. You do. It's crowning you. You can see it. And that's where you're going to get frustrated at times. It's like, why? Why is it taking so long? Why is it so hard? Why? And that anger comes through. And you might be off put by it. You might sit there and think, what the heck is going on here? I'm supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be, peaceful and calm and only talking about love and light and joy and all those pretty fluffy things. And right now, I feel like screaming and ripping my, nails across my face. Kind of like that wailing and gnashing of teeth that you read about in Greek and Roman plays. So here, it's calling on your power. And it's knowing that an Aries energy can help you. Yes, most definitely. But it's also finding the emperor within you. That strength, that power, that steadiness, that fire. Because you're an air sign energy. This is a fire sign energy. You can fuel this. You can stoke the flames until you are an unstoppable force. And nobody can extinguish your light. It will take time. I'm not saying that this is going to be easy or that it will happen overnight. It won't. It won't. Life is not about instant gratification as much as we would like it to be. The things that last do not happen instantly. But here, there is change. Change on the wind. Change leading you forward. I love the witches on their brooms. It's like everything's changing. Are you ready for it? Because ready or not, here it comes. And that's what we see with the antelope spirit. Ready or not, here it comes. Life is speeding up. We're really seeing here, just for a moment, with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands and the Aries energy here. Your career is absolutely important to you. An express of your prosperous self, of your creative self, of your intuition, of your passion, of your understanding. That is going to be your main focus, right? And even if, let's say you have a job. That job pays the bills, but your passion is something completely different. You are going to need to stoke that flame. You're going to need to build that fire, to have it roar, to make yourself feel alive, to feel as if you're doing the right thing. Now, if your career is your passion, and let's say you've been furloughed, or let's say you've been laid off, all right, you are going to have to go at this like a warrior king, like somebody leading their troops into battle, because it is going to be a bit of a battle for you. It is. It's not just going to easily fall into place. And if it does, you will know that it took a heck of a lot of hard work and severe determination. It starts to speed up. It starts to change. You start to move forward. And there's magic in you. And it's not the hocus pocus magic, unless you believe in that. And I don't mean hocus pocus, insultingly. But I mean, it's not conjuring magic. It can be, if that's what you believe in. But it is also the magic within ourselves. And I do believe that that's really what conjuring magic is. I mean, people can absolutely disagree, but I believe that it is the power of the force of your intention, the power of the force of the essence of your being that leaves an imprint, and that can be channeled. And you're seeing it speed up. You're seeing yourself speed up towards your passion, towards your fire, towards what you desire. And you start to become a student of it. You start to see how it can take over. how it can take over, how the fire can burn so bright that even you lose control over it. It's kind of like, just having this huge high and then crashing down. So just be mindful of that, because that can come. That can come with being so focused and no release. That's why play is going to be important for you. Play is going to be important because you need the ability to release. And it can be play like just sitting down, watching a movie that makes you laugh and laugh and laugh. It can be actually playing, going to the park with your dog, or playing, with the kids, or just having fun. Just doing something that you absolutely enjoy. Make sure you do that, because the intensity of this can become all-consuming and then can burn you out. This is a great time to learn. And you might even find that you're very drawn towards learning. And you might not think that what you're drawn towards understanding, learning, discovering would be anything beneficial to you. It will be. It will be. And you may see it manifest much later on down the road. It can't even be years from now. But it will be very important to you. It's also changing the way that you look at things, the way that you define yourself, the way that you see a situation. Things are changing. You can also see that a fire sign energy really does start to change things for you. If you have fire in your chart, it's going to blaze brightly. It's going to blaze brightly. There we go. It's time to rise. It's time to see. It's time to discover. When it comes to your career, you're dedicated. Like, you are deadly serious. You know what it is that you want, and you're looking towards it. Even if you are absolutely quaking in your boots. And this does not mean that you are not afraid. It does not mean that you are not, sitting there and thinking, oh my gosh, but how? It means that you are just very serious about the change that is coming. And you're like, yeah, this is scary, but staying where I am, that's scarier. And it leads you to the Ace of Cups. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of love, of healing, beautiful water. Here, she radiates it with it. Again, showing the fire that is around you. But it's also like the cleansing waters coming over you, washing away hurts and sorrows and pains and disappointments. It doesn't mean they're all gone. It means that it starts to erode slowly, layer of everything that has been holding you back. Be open to it. You might find yourself being a bit weepy during this time, a bit prone to tears, a bit prone towards, thinking that you've done the wrong thing. But this leads you to the Three of Pentacles. And I really see this as a collaboration with you, your spirit guides, your angels, to move you forward. It's like, don't worry, Gemini, I have your back. And I will have your back. And so here it's creating with others, it's working with others, whether it be remotely or actually, kind of face to face, of course, doing everything safely. And it's saying here, okay, I can do this, because you can. There's prosperity that comes, but it's not just through your hands. And even if it is, you're sitting there and saying, but Dane, I work alone, your angels and your spirit guides are going to be right there with you. This is a fantastic time, absolutely fantastic time to keep an angel journal. I know you might be rolling your eyes, but it's going to actually bring you prosperity, and it's going to open up your heart, most definitely, because we have 1, 2, 3 right here. But there is this sense of, something greater coming, and you need to connect with it, because it can just pass you by. And if you're not connecting with your spiritual self, and you only have this world that we are on, this world filled with hate and disappointment, also love and beauty and just extraordinary things, this world that swings back and forth and kind of takes hold of us. If you don't start taking hold of it, you can be swept away by it. And you'll be swept away by it. Your money, your career, everything that you want will seem to be swept away. And you'll be sitting there, not in a it's all gone type of way, though that could very well be the case. It is in the, oh my gosh, I didn't think that I'd be moving forward this way. I thought I could change things, but I didn't. And I don't know why. And I'm frustrated and I'm sad and I'm disappointed in myself. And I didn't want my life to head in this direction. If you connect with your angels and your spirit guides, you start to see your power, your clarity, your purpose, the steps to your greatness more clearly. Or you start to take steps towards achieving what you know in your heart to be right for you. And this leads you to the Knight of Wands. It's like, you will not stop. I love this horse and the water and and the peacocks and just the sense of grandeur and so much happening. You will not stop. You are determined. You are riding forward. You have the mixture of the old and the young to you. So the king being the old, being the mature, being the wisdom, or the queen. And then the page being the student, being the learner, being the seeker. And then we have the knight that's right in between. So you'll embody both worlds at once. You'll embody both worlds and you will see yourself moving forward. Will it always be in the best way? No, because you still have this young understanding to overcome. And it's not so much overcome. It's to pull away the naivety of. And naivety is a good thing. It is. It isn't always a bad thing. At least I don't see it as it. It's a good thing to have. It's kind of like, I believe that things can be better. I believe that things can heal and move forward towards something that is so much more. And with the Knight of Wands, you're embracing that energy, but you're also knowing it's going to take hard work, and it's going to take a defense, and it's going to take skill. And you will not be caught unawares. And so by harnessing this energy, you achieve the magician. I mean, magic unfolds. Magic, beauty, you see the God's head within you. You see the power that you have. And will it be all at once? Will this be you working your tush off? Yeah, it will be. And will it happen all at once? No, it never does. It's a slow and steady build. It's gaining bits of wisdom, like jewels that you hadn't thought to discover. It's kind of like finding a raw diamond. And that diamond doesn't look like anything until it's polished and cleaned. And that's what you're discovering within yourself. With the magician, I really do believe the magician is telling us that we are the alchemists of our destiny. We are a piece of lead. Right? Not so valuable, kind of not the greatest looking. And we will transform ourselves into gold if we stay on the path of self-discovery, self-mastery, of looking at things that we don't want to see, looking at the things that we would rather turn away from, and saying, but this is also part of my truth. And that is where the magic lies. And that is where your success lies. Because you can see it. You can articulate it. You can walk between two worlds because you are the twins. And as you see it, and as you articulate it, and as you move forward, and as you gain power from it, where most will shrink away, you stand tall, Gemini. Or you learn to stand tall. It doesn't mean you stand tall right away. You embrace your love. You embrace your passion. You embrace the reason why you're here on this earthly plane and the essence of yourself. And it moves you towards love and joy and freedom. Your subconscious message for this time is the sun. Of course it is. Joy and happiness, success and bounty, beauty. It's the happiest card in the deck. Take it. Wishes on dandelion fluff, guiding you forward, leading you to be so much more. People will be jealous, yes. Let them be. Let them be. You've earned your success. Your subconscious chakra message is communication. Again, the third chakra coming through. You're going to be communicating on multifaceted layers. So you might sit there and be like, well, why are you, being so aggressive towards this? Or why are you being so angry towards this when dealing with people? Okay? And that's because you're not just picking up on the words that they say. You are picking up on their emotions and the baggage that they're bringing to the conversation. So try to, at times, step back and do not act rashly. Because if you act rashly, you will act purely off of instinctual hurt and the instinctual hurt that you are picking up on, instead of the true depth of the communication and the true knowledge that you are seeing. Right? And also, there is a great need for communication, for simply hearing the cadence of a person's voice, not just talking through emails and text messages. It's hearing the rise and fall of a person's voice. That's going to be very powerful for you. Also, their facial expressions. If you can't talk to a person face to face, Skype is going to be very important, or some other FaceTiming or something like that. Very important for you. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the dear spirit. Bring a gentle touch. Bring a gentle touch. Rule with kindness and benevolence. Do not be a tyrant of your soul or of your prosperity. And you will see that you go so much further, Gemini, than you imagined. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending nothing but loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. Please stay safe, and I love you all. Bye.